Well, you guys, today we're taking a look at how to add more ports to a PC or a laptop or any other device. So you can see here, we do have some ports on the side here. We have an HDMI port, two Type-C ports, and also we have a USB port on the side here. And we also have on the other side, just one port, which is a USB port here. So we don't have a lot of ports on here. And some people do need more ports than this. And some laptops have even less ports than this. And it seems to be the way we're going today when they build these laptops nowadays. They start removing ports, which can be very useful. There's no Ethernet port on here. So how would you go about adding more ports in? Well, you can use something like this, which is called Dock Case, which is a 6-in-1 smart USB-C hub with RJ45, which is for your Ethernet. So this will now be able to accept Ethernet connectivity. So if you're in a place where you need super fast speeds and you've only got really rubbish Wi-Fi, then this device could be very useful. You can see here it does have a user manual here, and we also have this 10 Gbps cable here for the actual device as well, which will go to the actual laptop or any device that you're plugging it into. So you can see here a real slick looking type device. It's got all of the ports that you're going to need on here. So we'll go through these in more detail so you can see exactly what you're getting for your money. But I do love the look of the way they've built these devices. So we have a USB 3.2 Gen 1, and we also have a USB 3.2 Gen 1 with 5 Gbps and our control button on this side here. On the end, we have our Type-C input for our power. And on the other side, we have another USB A, which is a USB 3.2 Gen 1, and we have a USB C, which is USB 3.2 Gen 1 5 Gbps on this side. We have a HDMI port and a 1 gigabit Ethernet LAN port on here. The HDMI port on this one is up to 4K at 60 Hertz. So we have all of the necessary ports we need on this little device here. So let's put some power to it. I'm going to plug the cable in and plug it into one of the Type-C connections on this little laptop here, and we'll see what actually happens. So this little device is now going to expand the amount of connectivity that we can have on this laptop by giving us, say, an Ethernet port, for instance. We didn't have an Ethernet port before, and now we will have an Ethernet port that we can actually plug into and use, and we can get up to 1 gigabit Ethernet speeds on these if we do have that connectivity there. So if you look closely, you will see a LCD display here, and you will be able to use this to see what is connected to this little device here. So quite a nice little unique little touch there by Dock Case. And I'm going to plug in a Ethernet cable here, and you will see that once I plug it in, the actual light on the LCD display will change to like an orangey color. So let me go ahead and plug this in. Let's get it around the right way first. There we go. And we've got that plugged in. And if we take a look here, you can now see that it's telling me that something is plugged into this device. And you can use your control button to navigate through these if you wanted to. And what we're going to do is I'll quickly show you that we do have connectivity here on the laptop now through Ethernet. So we're not using Wi-Fi anymore. We are actually using a Ethernet cable to connect to this laptop, which for some people is very useful if they don't have an Ethernet connection and they do want an Ethernet connection on their device. And we'll get full speeds on this as well with this Ethernet connectivity. The actual device is made up of aluminium alloy and also tempered glass. It also supports operating systems of Windows 7, 8.1, 10, 11, and also Mac OS, iPad OS 12.4 or later, Linux, Android, and Harmony. It will support all of those, which means it can plug into a lot of different types of devices. And this is really useful for people that don't have a lot of connectivity on their device. And you can use something like this to, add more ports to that device, whether it be USB ports and HDMI ports or Ethernet ports. Maybe you want to display something out. You can also use these with other devices like Nintendo Switches and SteamOS, and you'll be able to plug in your device to this and then plug it straight into a larger screen so you can watch it and play it on a larger screen by just using this little device here. So it's very useful for that particular type of connectivity. So with the HDMI port on here, you could literally plug in a Nintendo Switch or maybe a Steam Deck or something like that into this port and go straight to the large TV screen, and you'll be able to plug the device into one of those Type-C connectors, and you will then be able to display your gameplay on the big screen from one of those smaller devices if you wanted to. So it's useful for that type of stuff. A nice aluminium casing, which is going to keep it running nice and cool as well. And I think the build quality on this is exceptionally good as well. Now, there's a load of these on the market. Some of them are pretty cheap and nasty, but this one is one of the best ones I've seen out there. And if you're looking for a decent one, then something like this might be something for you if you're looking to add more ports to whatever device you're plugging it into. As you see before, there's plenty of other types of devices you can use this on. Let's quickly take a quick look at their website here. As you can see, 6-in-1 Smart USB-C Hub Explorer Edition. They do have a Pro version as well, which is the one you was looking at there, which does have the Ethernet port on it. The dock case non-Pro version comes with an extra USB port on here. You can see Steam Deck, Switch, you can plug these in onto a big screen and you'll be able to broadcast those on very easily with this device as well. And it's a pretty nice little kit to have if you're looking to expand your ports on any sort of device here and get those super fast speeds. Now, I've used pretty rubbish Wi-Fi before, so if you're looking to plug in Ethernet, you might get better speeds with the Ethernet cable, especially places like hotels and things like that. You can just go straight into an Ethernet connection and get a better connectivity. Anyway, I think that is going to be about it for this video. My name has been Brian from briteccomputers.co.uk. I'll leave all the information and links in the video description as always. I shall catch you in the very next video, or I'll see you on the Discord server for a chat. Before I go, just a quick shout out to all my YouTube members. I appreciate the support, and I shall see you in the next one. Bye for now.